Thinking about moving to Lakewood Ranch? Let me save you from 3 huge mistakes that will save you time, money, and frustration. I've had the opportunity to help hundreds of buyers relocate here, and these are the most common pitfalls that they incur. Hi, I'm Ryan Zakos. Welcome back to the channel. I'm with Zakos Realty Design Group. I'm sitting in my office in Venice Island, have an office in Sarasota. Started this firm with my father, retired from the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. We've been doing this for 7 years plus. He's been doing this for 17 years plus. If you're looking to relocate to the area, we would love to be a resource for you. Please text, call, email. We're always available, and you will talk to one of us if you do reach out and not one of our agents. I want to talk about some mistakes or some things that you may not know when relocating to Lakewood Ranch. Number 1 mistake, not being aware of the fees incurred. So there's HOA dues, there's CDD fees, and there's taxes, obviously, on all these homes. People don't realize that those are going to directly impact your monthly bill. If you're buying new construction at Lakewood Ranch, your insurance costs will be way lower than on a resale, but you have to be aware of the HOA, the CDD, and the taxes. A lot of people are looking at the tax rate and they're looking at the taxable assessed value in MLS and the tax records, and they're seeing that someone might be paying only X amount of dollars, let's call it $2,000 a year in taxes. The reality is, though, those taxes will be assessed based off the purchase price of the home. A good number to look at that is going to be 1.3%, 1.4% of the purchase price of the home will be your tax rate. Now, CDDs are also going to be lumped into your taxes. You can have CDDs in Lakewood Ranch. There's only a couple communities in Lakewood Ranch out of 50 neighborhoods. There's only a couple that don't have CDDs associated with the home. You'll see CDD fees all the way from $1,500 all the way up to $3,000 plus annually. Those CDD dues are lumped into your tax bill. So what your tax bill might be 1.3% of the price, you have to add those CDD fees on top of that, which will up your tax rate. That will be either escrowed if a mortgage or paid if, obviously annually if you're paying cash for the home. The next thing is HOA dues. I mean, you'll see HOA dues from $100 a year in communities like Summerfield and Greenbrook and Riverwalk, some of the older communities that have, less restrictions, no amenities, $100 a year, all the way up to $1,000 a month in some of these communities like Lakewood National and, a maintenance-free condo in Lakewood National that includes bundled golf. You will have $1,000 plus a month in a community like that, and everywhere in between. A couple $100 a month is probably is pretty normal in these communities that have some amenities. So just be aware of the HOA dues, the CDD, and the taxes, and how that directly implicates your monthly payment on a home. The number 2 mistake is choosing the wrong neighborhood for your lifestyle. I've had many buyers that have purchased with me that thought they wanted a low amenity, low HOA community, and then realizing once they got into it, they saw these other communities around them that had amazing social activities and clubs and resort style amenities and fitness center. They actually thought, you know what, I didn't think I would use it, but actually miss that, and I want that in the community. So they end up having to take a loss on their home or sell their home, and with all the fees and dues, not make all their money back and make that expensive mistake of purchasing in the wrong community. So make sure you know what community you want to be in. There's so many different types of communities, whether it's family-focused communities with splash pads. That's another mistake that people make, is whether they're retiring at the age of retirement and they want to be surrounded by people that are like-minded and have the same activity preferences versus family. You have the retirement couples moving into family-focused neighborhoods. That's very important to know what communities are catered to what demographics. So there's communities that are specifically catering toward families, and there's communities specifically catered toward active older adults, and then everything in between, from young professionals to empty nesters and everywhere in between. So just make sure that you know that that community that you're choosing always going to fit the demographic and the lifestyle that you're trying to achieve in Lakewood Ranch. Again, 50 different neighborhoods, tons of different options. It's vital to know what exactly you're looking for. Number 3 is people often think that new construction is the best deal. And even though it is a buyer's market currently and builders are offering tons of incentives right now with design and cashback at close, and even lowering interest rates, there's tons of things that they're doing to incentivize. There are a lot of resales in Lakewood Ranch that sellers need to get out of the home, and they're highly motivated. And so they can find some amazing deals in Lakewood Ranch on resales right now. Often people think that they can negotiate with a builder. We have a great opportunity to negotiate with builders on your behalf because I do have a relationship with a lot of these sales reps. But don't be mistaken that you think new construction is the best option, but don't overlook resale. There are tons of options. Another huge thing about resale is a lot of these homes, they're becoming standard or stock finishes with these communities, especially if you're looking at the Pulte's, D.R. Hortons, Lennars, these big builders. They offer these stock homes. Well, as people get into them, they make customizations, right? You'll have an accent wall that might cost $10,000 to build out, or cathedral ceilings or tray ceilings that have great detail, different countertops, different vanities, different flooring that people are putting in. So you're getting these massive upgrades for essentially no cost now on these resales. You're getting a great discount on that. So with these customizations and cool tweaks that these homeowners are doing, you could actually find some beautiful homes that have been upgraded at a fraction of the cost or less than what you would pay for new construction. So don't overlook resale when you're searching for new construction. All these homes in Lakewood Ranch are less than 30 years old, so you can find some great homes with great quality builders, even in some of these older communities. So something to look out for. But those are 3 quick things that you want to be aware of when you're looking at Lakewood Ranch, and keep that in mind as you're making that purchase. Again, we've had the opportunity of helping a lot of people relocate here. I would love to work with you personally. Please reach out if you have any questions. I look forward to talking to you soon. Thanks. Hey, thanks so much for watching the video. I just want to pop on real quick and tell you a little bit about who I am and who we are here at Zakos Realty and Design Group. I'm Ryan Zakos, as you heard throughout the video. I was born and raised here in Sarasota. I currently live with my family in Lakewood Ranch. Started this firm with my father about 8 years ago or so. We have an office in downtown Sarasota and downtown Venice. He actually lives on Venice Island. My father relocated here from Michigan, and it was his first career out of college at Michigan State, was a police officer here in Sarasota County at the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office. My mom relocated here from New Jersey when she was actually a child, so they have both relocated here from out of state, but it afforded me the opportunity to actually be born and raised here. So I spent my first 18 years living in Sarasota proper, and then now with my family, we live in Lakewood Ranch. I absolutely love everything about the Gulf Coast of Florida. I've worked in St. Pete. I've worked in Tampa. I lived in Sarasota. My parents currently live in Venice Island. I have sold a lot of stuff in Welland Park. I'm passionate about this area, and I think that it offers an unbelievable lifestyle that is unparalleled to anything else in the state of Florida, let alone the country. I do think that being born and raised here, it provides me the opportunity to provide insight into communities, into areas that a lot of agents don't know. There are a lot of agents, there's 10,000 plus agents here locally, and a lot of those agents actually aren't from here or haven't lived here that very long at all. So being from here, I have had the privilege of building relationships with tons and tons of vendors in every industry you could think of, but then also just having that intimate knowledge of each community and each area, whether it's a pocket of Sarasota or a pocket of Venice or Lakewood Ranch, whatever that consists. So I do think that I can provide that value in great detail for you and help you in understanding what your relocation goals are and helping you achieve that in what kind of home and community you want to ultimately be in. So please don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions at all. I would love to be a resource for you, and I hope I can meet you one day. Thanks. Talk to you soon.